Hey BooTube! I've got to be extremely louder than normal because I have a fan literally blowing here. It is scorching hot this week, and this is probably most likely my part 3. I honestly don't even know if my part 1 video uploaded properly. I know my part 2 video of TEOTWAWKI, which I believe is episode 3? Fear the Walking Dead season 3, I believe, episode 3, which was, I believe, called TEOTWAWKI. I recorded 2 videos for it a while ago, actually, and I wasn't sure what happened. I don't know how, but my part 1 apparently uploaded. I'm not sure if it's actually not corrupted or anything, but I know part 2 went smoothly without any problems. This will be part 3. I know Fear the Walking Dead episode 4? Was it 4? I believe, titled 100, premiered last night. Hang on. Odie, no. Get out of the kitchen. No. Away from the kitchen. You evil dog. Anyway. I have to talk loud, like I said. I have a fan right here because it's scorching hot where I am. And I'm also eating brunch. So, don't be surprised if you see me randomly eating, like, food. I have, like, food here. And I have a little dessert donut right here. It's pretty funny. And then my water bottle's like literally behind my camera. Pikachu! But anyway, this is part 3 of, hang on. I'm gonna double check. Is this literally episode 3? Yeah, there you go, episode 3, okay. I was like, hoping and praying to God. I was like, please tell me this is actually legitimately episode 3. But anyway, on a cool note, I was very much busy yesterday, to the point where I couldn't even watch episode 4 last night because, one, yesterday was in fact Father's Day. And so, usually like Father's Day, Mother's Day, and of course Thanksgiving and Christmas. But amazingly enough, Father's Day, Mother's Day, and Easter, my family tends to have family parties like we do for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so we had a family party like from 2 to 6. And then my auntie wanted to watch a movie, so she invited me, my mom, and my mom's boyfriend to watch with her. And the movie didn't start till 8. So after the Father's Day party, because, you know, we're a Filipino family, we had a buttload of food. So we went our separate ways, and like we put our food back in the refrigerator and all that because we got some food to go and everything. And then we went to go meet my auntie at the movies. And we didn't get back till pretty much like 11. So by the time I came back, you know, I had the world's biggest food coma from the Father's Day food. And I also, you know, had a food coma from the movie food. And I was completely exhausted because, long story short, my aunt's house where we had the Father's Day party is already naturally hot on a normal day. And then you add like more heat from the outside, it got worse. And so, very exhausting. And the movie was awesome, but then I was tired, so I ended up falling asleep. So I couldn't even watch the replay of episode 4, which like sucked. So I will get episode 4, but it'll probably take me more time, honestly, mainly because I start my training for work tomorrow, and it's going to be from like 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and it's going to be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so it will take me a while to get at least episode 4, and I'm sorry ahead of time, because it's like I said, I'm going to be starting my training for school Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and I haven't even watched the episode yet. Anyway, I'm like 4 minutes into it. It's horrible. Anyway, from what I remember, that one chick, Gretchen from the ranch, took Alicia to the bunker for Bible study. And instead, Gretchen and her friends are pretty much getting high, because they're passing a bong around everywhere, and they're like, Alicia, join us and everything. And so Alicia joins them in getting high. And Alicia earlier heard from Gretchen that Gretchen wanted to, you know, bring them to Bible study and introduce her to someone named Jeff, right? So as they're passing their bong and getting high, Alicia is asking, where's Jeff? And so Gretchen brings Jeff out, and it turns out Jeff is actually an infected head. Yes, the head of an infected, pretty much in a little cage, kind of like a bird, kind of like those vintage little bird cages. And yeah, it's an infected head, severed off from the body, put in like those vintage-looking bird cages. And Alicia looks at it. At first, it looked like she was shocked, but at the same time, it like that quickly dissolved, and she just bursted out laughing. I don't know if she's legitly laughing or that's just her being high. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I've seen people who are high. They laugh at the weirdest things. But anyway, hang on. I'm hungry. Anyway. Sir, hang on, my dog is like just staring at me. Let me just move my food away. So you actually can say hi to my dog. Hang on. Odie, do you want to say hi to the viewers? Come, especially your Uncle Brett. Come here. Up, up, up. Why are you snorting in? Don't worry, guys. That's actually kind of normal. When he gets excited, he snorts. Sir, stop. Okay. Anyway, Odie, move. Anyway, Madison. She discovers a collection of outtakes from Otto's commercial. Okay, you know what? You stop. You go right there. You are snorting. You need to chill, man. You really need to chill. But anyway, we're back to Madison at the ranch. Remember, she's watching all of these videotapes from, Otto's little how to prepare for the apocalypse bullshit, right? And she discovers a collection of outtakes. Basically, like, hang on. But she discovers some outtakes from Otto's commercial. And in these outtakes video, you actually see Otto fighting with apparently his drunk wife. And he's also yelling at who seems to be a young little Troy. And in the video, apparently you could tell it's a drunk wife because Otto's like, "You're not tired. You just want to go get a bottle. You're thirsty, right?" So apparently he's saying that, you know, she just wants alcohol, right? Anyway, what I'm assuming is a young Troy because, you know, it has to be, right? But anyway, she turns off the video when Otto actually walks into the room. And, Otto tries to explain to Madison that Jake and Troy, yes, they're his kids, but they have two different mothers. Apparently, Jake and Troy are the children of two separate marriages. Jake is apparently, from what I remember, Jake is the child of his first marriage or something like that. And Troy is the child of his second wife, which is the one we saw in the video, the drunk lady. And he also admits that and that was disgusting. I think food just flew out of my mouth. Nah, this is why you don't talk during videos. While eating. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, he admits that his second wife and himself, they were both alcoholics. And that Troy took care of his mother toward the end of her life, right? Anyway, back to Dante and Strand. You know, they're trading stories over some drinks, right? You know, it's like, hey, it's been a while and all that stuff. Let's have a drink and, like, catch up, basically. Apparently, their history is from, like, back when Strand and Thomas... Remember Thomas Abigail? The guy who, Strand, you know, apparently loved. Apparently, Strand and Thomas were doing business back in Mexico, and that's how Strand and Dante know each other, right? And, you know, Strand tells Dante that Thomas is dead because Dante does ask about Thomas, right? Anyway, let's see. Alicia. What else happened with Alicia? Alicia actually tells Gretchen and the other members of this Bible study group what life was like outside, because some of them have actually asked what's it like outside the ranch, right? Because, you know, from what they know, Alicia and her family and Luciana are the only ones who've been outside the ranch, right? Apparently all these members here, they're pretty much raised on this ranch. They've never been outside of it, so they're very curious, right? And Alicia reveals, you know, that she killed a man. And she also admits, like, it was, like, the easiest thing to do. And they're like, I'm not sure if it was because these guys are high or not, but they didn't seem very affected by this news. They're like, whoa. How'd it feel and all that stuff. And Alicia actually admitted that it was very easy to do. Which is kind of concerning, considering, because it's like, I hope Alicia doesn't go to the dark side because of that. I'm just saying. But anyway, Dante. He's leading Strand to this walkway on the dam. And basically ambushes him with his two little bodyguards, right? And Strand, he's watching as some of Dante's men push a poor little prisoner over the edge into the pit. Over the edge of the dam, which leads to like a pit filled with infected. Like all the infected are literally on the bottom there, put in a pile. I'm guessing these are people that Dante's men have thrown over before, and they just piled up. And they're all dead, obviously, so they all turn into infected. But like, Strand watches as Dante's men push another prisoner over the edge, and he falls into the pit infected and just ends up getting eaten. Sucks, right? And you know, Dante, he's accusing Strand of being a thief, and pretty much orders his guards to throw him off the edge, too. But in an attempt to make himself indispensable to Dante, Strand tells Dante that people will turn against him if he keeps serving water too close to his source, right? Hang on. Anyways, he offers to help organize an off-site water depot to help with profits, you know? And apparently that kind of, that kind of sways Dante a little, because he agrees to spare his life. But in exchange, Victor has to be a worker for him, right? And if I remember correctly, Dante pretty much tells Strand, you will feel just like the people you have taken from. Because remember, he accused Strand of being a thief. So he pretty much tells him, you know, you'll feel just like the people you have taken from. You will feel powerless, just like them, right? I was just happy that they did not throw Strand off the edge. Because when I saw, like, the previews of, when Season 3 was on its way, they showed, like, a body falling off the dam, and I was like, holy shit, please don't tell me that's Strand, because they showed a glimpse of Strand at one point, and then they show a body falling off the dam, and I was like, shit, please don't be Strand. So I was, like, so happy that it wasn't Strand that was thrown off, and it was just, like, random prisoner that Dante had. But anyway, I'm running out of time. I never thought this would be possible, but I think I'm having a part 4 video. Anyway, I'll pretty much finish it off with, Nick, because Troy shows up in his truck inviting Nick to go to a nighttime boar hunt. So they're looking for boar, most likely to eat, obviously. And as reluctant as he was, Nick actually agrees and climbs into Troy's truck, while Madison informs Otto that Nick was a former addict. And you know, Otto understands because he was an alcoholic, right? So he offers to show Madison why he tolerates Troy. And we see Troy and Nick hunt some boar in the darkness of night with another group, with a small group of fellow ranchers. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll see you in a part 4 video. Bye.